This is part 5 of our Coast to Coast series on Arnaldo's Cessna 172 Skyhawk. In part 1 through 3 we made our way from Cocoa Beach, Florida to Alamogordo, New Mexico. In part 3 we waited in the West Texas city of El Paso for the runway to open at Alamogordo, New Mexico. Then we came down through the canyon right at sunset for a full stop landing in Alamogordo, which ended up being the most beautiful flight on this trip so far, but we're just getting started. In part 4 we let this nasty cold front pass over the top of us by taking a day on the ground to visit a space museum, white sands, nearly run over some pedestrians, eat some good barbecue, check out an old western mountain town, snow, and local beer. Welcome to part 5. The cold front is now east of us and we're ready to proceed northwest with good weather ahead. The clouds in Alamogordo didn't lift to VFR until about 1 p.m., so we really only have about 4 hours of daylight left, so we'll see how far we can get today. Mixing mountains and night flying in a light single-engine piston is usually a no-go for me, especially with a flexible schedule like ours. There's just no need to add the risks of night flying in the mountains to the mix.
That's good. We're waiting on the ceilings to lift here in Alamogordo. It's 11:30 a.m. The ceiling is, if I had to guess, probably still around 700 feet maybe?
Yeah, what's about that?
700 or 800 feet, but it's breaking up. It's starting to thin out, broken to scattered ceiling. I see blue. I'm starting to see blue sky pop up everywhere, so ultimately that's what we're waiting on. Would you say that was an awesome day in Alamogordo?
Oh, it's definitely worth the time on the ground.
And it's cold. And it's cold. What's the temp? 42 degrees and a light breeze kind of out of the south. Our plan today is to get up into Colorado, possibly Utah, hook back down to the southwest and go down to the Grand Canyon. We don't know how far we're going to make it today because we've been delayed quite a bit by this weather. We thought that at least by 9 o'clock it would have been good for a VFR departure. And over the desert out here we can stay fairly low, especially when there's no towns around. But it's just now starting to get to like a reasonable IFR, which we're not even going to play with here in the mountains. We're not going to go into the soup when we've got giant rock walls all around us. So that's what we're doing now. I'm gonna set up some cameras in the airplane and we're gonna wait out the ceiling in the FBO, always play it safe and wait for us to get some good VFR weather. And then it's gonna be onward and upward into southern Colorado.
Alamogordo traffic, Cessna 64 Golf, exiting runway 22 at Bravo, Alamogordo.
All right, I don't see anybody else. Okay. Alamogordo traffic, Skyhawk 90337 Hotel, taxiing onto runway 22, going to be a VFR departure to the north, Alamogordo.
All right, got runway 22?
Yep.
You've got the glider?
Glider, right up there. We're gonna
All right.
We'll make left traffic.
Full power, everything in the green. Airspeed's coming alive.
And same thing as in El Paso, you'll kind of feel it getting light.
Yeah.
Just give her a little encouragement, she'll fly.
50, 5, she's starting to get light.
There we are. We're off by that first taxiway. Alamogordo traffic, Skyhawk turning a left downwind departure, runway 22, going to depart the area to the north VFR, climbing through 5,000 feet, Alamogordo. This is one thing that I did want to see the autopilot do, is I wanted to see how it was going to do in the bumps. Like how well it's going to hold altitude and stuff.
It's actually really good.
Yeah, but I can see how quickly it responds.
And it doesn't chase itself.
Right.
I've heard some autopilots do that.
The analog autopilots do. This one's totally digital. Albuquerque approach, Skyhawk 9337 Hotel, 8,900 VFR.
Skyhawk 9337 Hotel, Albuquerque approach, good evening. Albuquerque, altimeter 3024.
3024, good evening, 37 Hotel. Alright, so now we're down to,
Bravo, the glider's at 12 o'clock.
What? We're not looking good on our ETE and fuel. 259, 243.
Oh, no, because I'm wide open because of this damn downdraft.
6-8 Bravo looking. 6-8 Bravo, thank
Good
you.
Lord.
Albuquerque Center 132.8. 132.8, 6-8 Bravo.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
No. Yeah, see, that's what happens, and I'm pretty sure it's because of these mountains right here.
Yeah.
It's just coming up and over, and it just starts pushing us down to the point where, like, the autopilot was probably going to start pitching the nose down there in a minute. I was reading about the GFC 500. I know you said it the other day.
Yeah. It has the envelope control.
Right.
Yeah.
And if it starts to get close to since it knows the arcs, it'll put the nose down.
I mean, I am still running at full power and barely holding altitude.
Right. Downdraft, mountain wave, leeward side. So in your logbook on this leg, we are definitely putting practical mountain experience. This is a gnarly downdraft. This is what I'm talking about. You pitch it up for VY or even less than VY, and we're still not climbing. But the autopilot was taking us down to like VX.
Yep.
And it was not climbing.
That's why you still need a human on board.
That's right. That's when it's ideal to just go ahead and disengage the autopilot and feel what the airplane's doing with your hands.
Yeah, we're climbing again, so. And lower the nose a little bit. How my CHT's doing, they're perfectly fine.
It's going to get better when we hit the other side of this range. Or in fact, if we ran into another downdraft like that, what I would do is I would just make a right turn, get the nose down and keep our speed up, and we're going to catch a tailwind going that way, and it's going to put us towards the flatlands over there. Like if we really have to bail out of a downdraft.
Yeah, always have a way out.
Always have an out for yourself. Yeah, you can see the city of Albuquerque glistening down there.
Approach Skyhawk, Farmer 113 Bravo Alpha with Romeo, Alpha Eagle, coming to Sky 4 full stop.
1 X-ray Papa, maintain 170 knots until 5 mile final, clear visual approach runway 3.
17 knots till 5 and visual approach runway 3, 1 X-ray Papa.
Departure Southwest 3238 is passing 7,000, climbing VXM maintain 9,000.
You're good. Decent O2 saturation. What they say is if it's below 90, you're technically hypoxic. No, let me ask you this. Since you pronounce tacos, or whatever.
Yeah.
Is it pecan or pecan?
37 Hotel, contact Albuquerque Center 132.8, good night.
32.8, good night, 37 Hotel.
I say pecans.
Pecans?
But it's...
You communist. Albuquerque Center, Skyhawk 9337 Hotel, 8,500.
November 9337 Hotel, Albuquerque Center, Santa Fe altimeter is 3020. Are you going to proceed over Farmington, northbound to Cortez?
3020, that's affirmative, 37 Hotel. We got plenty of fuel to make it to Farmington. We got plenty of fuel to make it to Cortez too, it's just the reserves, the buffer.
I mean, we make it to Cortez with an hour buffer, whether we want to do it in the dark.
That's the problem, whether we want to do it in the dark or not.
At this point, I'm not that inclined to do it, but let's see what it feels like when we're getting there, you know?
Alright, we'll see. See what she does. Okay, what's Farmington, the identifier?
Foxtrot Mike November.
Yeah, we're supposed to be going up to 36.
Yep, yeah, sky clear. All throughout the night into the morning. It's sky clear for as long as I can see on the forecast. To me, it's like a three-strike ball game. When I have three things that are kind of working against me, then I'll call it.
Yes,
we've got nightfall, we've got headwind / fuel reserves, and then mountains at night. And in this case, cloud cover.
Coverage.
Yeah. That's 4 strikes. Then no, we don't need to push it all the way to Cortez. We can just stop in Four Corners. Four Corners Tower, Skyhawk 9337 Hotel. About 3 miles out, we got the airport in sight.
Cessna 37 Hotel, runway 25, clear to land.
25 clear to land, 37 Hotel. That'll work. That'll work.
We asked the guys at the desk here at Atlantic what a good place to get some good local beer and to eat in town was. They recommended Three Rivers Brewing Company, so that's where we ended up going in downtown Farmington. It was actually a pretty cool place. So, do you remember that time earlier in the day when I said, yeah, the forecast says clear skies in Farmington all through the night and into the morning?
Yep, yeah, sky clear. All throughout the night into the morning.
Yeah, no. That was a load of crap.
The airplane's in the hangar. We don't have to thaw it out, but we're not taking off with this stuff lingering around, so we're going to have to wait for it to clear out. Meanwhile, breakfast. while we're in the warm hangar, I want you to explain what this sticker on your tail is for.
Oh, Route 27. I just got bored one day and landed on the road just to take a look at the gators in the ground, I guess. No, I actually had a dual magneto failure heading down to Key West from North County Airport in Palm Beach, and had to land on the road.
And we know what road that is.
Route 27. If anybody's familiar with the Fort Lauderdale area, it's Route 27 south where it intersects with I-75. No damage, no injuries. It was really cool was flying it out, taking off from the road.
Was it weird doing a run up and lining up on a highway and taking off?
Yeah, it was actually, it was very weird because they had fire trucks blocking off the road for me. And they had cops and news crews and everything lined up on the road. So it's pretty surreal.
12:05 p.m. and we've been here since 7?
Yep.
7 a.m. We're waiting on this weather. This is bizarre. The field is still IFR. We're at visibility 10, overcast 900, and I'm seeing the forecast for clear skies. It keeps getting pushed back. That's okay. So, waited many hours, hoping the ceiling was going to go VFR. I went VFR briefly, overcast 1,000, and then it dropped down to 900 feet. So we were like, you know what? Let's run some performance numbers, and we ran them. We're going to be golden.
Perfectly fine.
We're above freezing. We're going to just take off IFR. A King Air pilot just told us that they picked up no ice on the descent, and they were in the soup for like less than a minute on the descent into the airport. So we're going to just climb through it and cancel IFR. Should be, God, there's blue sky right there.
Yeah, I can see blue sky.
Whatever. We'll be out of it soon.
Farmington Airport information, Mike, 2053 Zulu, wind 280 at 7, visibility 10. Ceiling 900 overcast, temperature 1, dew point -1, altimeter 3039er. Ceiling variable between 800 and 1,300. Hazardous weather information for the West United States available from Hiawassee Flight Service. Instruction tower light out of service 2.7 miles south, 6,045 feet MSL. ILS approaches in use, landing runway 25. Advise on this contact, you have Mike.
Four Corners Ground, Skyhawk 9337 Hotel Atlantic, information Mike, IFR 2 page.
Number 9337 Hotel, Farmington Ground. Clear to the Page Airport as filed. Climb maintain 10,000. Departure frequency 118.57. Squawk 5175.
Clear to the Page Airport as filed. Climb and maintain 10,000. Departure frequency 118.57. Squawk 5175. 37 Hotel.
Cessna 37 Hotel, read back correct.
Four Corners Tower, Skyhawk 9337 Hotel, holding short of 25 Alpha, ready for IFR departure. Our run-up checklist is complete before takeoff.
Cessna 37 Hotel, runway 25, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 25, 37 Hotel. Do you have an initial heading for us?
Cessna 37 Hotel, departure on course is approved.
Departure on course, 37 Hotel.
Yep. Alright, 298.
Departure on course. So we can, don't taxi off the plateau.
Try not to.
We can, I usually just, you know, go to my safe altitude and then turn.
Yeah.
Just whenever you're ready. Your final's clear, and I can't see the rest of the runway. It's up over the hump. So.
Alright, I've got 25. I'm going to go ahead and just do that for now. Alright. Full power.
Denver Center, Skyhawk 9337 Hotel, climbing through 7,200 up to 10,000.
November 9337 Hotel, Denver Center, radar contact 5 miles northwest of Farmington Airport. Maintain 10,000, Farmington, altimeter 3039er.
3039er up to 10,000 will maintain that. The bases were 6,500, top 7,300.
November 37 Hotel, thank you. Did you relay that to Farmington?
No, but we can do that right now. Is that okay if I break your frequency for a sec?
November 37 Hotel, I can give them a call, not a problem. What was the tops one more time?
6,500 were the bases, tops were 7,300, clear above.
Thank you.
Wow. Look at this.
Look at that. And there we are. Passing 7,800, still doing 500 feet a minute. Right in the middle of that monument down there. It's where all state lines come together.
So this is Arizona.
Yep, just crossed into Arizona. Let's go to Utah.
Alright, I'll take you to Utah.
Here's Utah. Let's go to Colorado.
Okay.
Number 340 Julia Golf Farmington Tower, hold short runway 25, departing traffic.
Alright, coming up to the Utah-Colorado state line. There's Colorado. I can go back to New Mexico now.
Let's go.
Alright, coming up on the New Mexico state line. There's New Mexico.
So now that we've circled the Four Corners Monument and we've traversed 4 states in a matter of about 4 minutes, we're going to follow the San Juan River up north into southern Utah and then back around down into northern Arizona, where we're going to land at Page, Arizona, a place that I like to call the gateway to the Grand Canyon because this is where the special use airspace to the Grand Canyon airspace starts. At the beginning of the video I mentioned that the descent and the approach down into Alamogordo was the most beautiful flight yet on this trip, but that's about to get topped.
If we had a kit fox, we could go down there, chill by the river. There's a little island there in the center of the river. It's all sand.
With the right attitude, you can do it in this airplane. But no, somebody's scared of not being able to get off the ground. It's me.
You can put her down, just won't come off.
Yeah, you can land. You're just not going to take off. I would love to be in a ground vehicle and explore down there.
Okay, so here, gonna get a little, we're not gonna follow this valley down there, we gotta keep going this way.
Okay.
We do want to make sure we stay 2,000 above.
The wildlife refuge?
Yeah. It's actually all around the southern shore of the lake and going all the way, so the southern shore is a boundary, then all the way to the north to Glen Canyon.
Page traffic, Skyhawk 37 Hotel, 5,300 feet, entering the 45 right downwind 33 full stop Page. I got that Embraer taxiing out.
Okay. Alright, George, I'm taking over.
Page traffic, Skyhawk right downwind 33 full stop Page.
Alright.
Page traffic, Skyhawk turning final 33 full stop Page.
Which one?
Take you out.
Bungee.
Or bungee. I've done that already. Worth it on the worth scale, 13 or 14 out of 10. This is awesome.
It is.
I don't like heights at all. I was sitting on that rock over there and
You got right up to the edge too.
I got right up to the edge, but I won't do it standing upright. And I was looking at the viewfinder of the camera, and I was panning and had a nice wide shot, and I moved my eyes past the camera, and I got vertigo for a second. I had to like look back at the camera because I got dizzy looking over the edge. But just spectacular views, absolutely spectacular. I think I got some good shots. Did you get some good shots?
Yeah, I did.
I think we hit the lighting just perfect. We had to hoof it quickly down the hill because sunset was about to hit, but God, this is amazing. Absolutely fantastic.
And it's just a parking lot off the side of the road.
Yeah, parking lot off the side.
No entrance fee, nothing.
Yep.
If you don't know it's here, you pass it by.
That's right. And how'd you know it was here?
Oh, I did some research.
You did some research. Okay. I didn't do that. But yeah, this is, I mean, the river comes right down here and meanders right through here and then continues on downstream. And just, that's a phenomenal view. Absolutely amazing.
In part 6, we wake up to an airplane covered in frost, which calls for use of the checklist.
When you get into sticky situations like this, you know how we got out of it? We're responsible pilots. Always use your checklist. This scrapes the ice off nicely.
We leave our heavy luggage on the ground and land down in the canyon on a tiny rough runway to grab breakfast at a lodge. Arnaldo and I both check landing at Sedona Airport off our bucket lists, but not before beholding what this very trip is meant for. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to be notified when the next episode of this Coast to Coast series is released. Don't forget, if you want to help support the channel, you can head over to aviation101.com/store and grab some Aviation 101 swag there, including the flight notes pad that I use myself while flying in the videos. Stay tuned for the next episode, and until then, I want you to stay happy, stay healthy, stay current, and stay proficient. We'll see you in part 6.